Good morning. It's about 5:30 a.m. here on May 2nd, day one of corn plant 2024. So we've got to get the planter out and get it all ready to go. We've got to get this tank out, check tires, and make sure it is ready to go. We're going to put some water through the fertilizer systems on here. I've got some totes that we need to get out for starter stuff to get ready. Just a lot of little setup things that we're going to take care of here this morning. So Phil's going to need that seed tender. Yeah, we got some stuff to work on. Made it. All right, well, we've accomplished a lot already this morning. We've got our tank out and we checked tire pressures and we greased it, and I'm pretty sure it is ready to go. I got the Shuttle Ultramate Zinc out, one of those Anderson's products. There's the first hang up. 8RX is dead. I figured that would be the case. All right. Yeah, well, we're ready to get the planter out, and I need to get that other seed tender out over there because it is also dead. I was going to pull it up to the shop and plug it in, but I'll get my jump pack so we can get that started. This tractor's nice. We got to run it. All right, we're just going to pull this outside for right now. We are going to park it in front of our dike over here. I've got some water running into our water tank so that we can check this. Put some water through the in-furrow system, through the 2x2 system, and make sure that everything works like it's supposed to. I mean, lines plugged, that kind of stuff. We should probably pull the filter, although I'm sure that was done at the end of the year last year, but we'll pull it again and just double check everything. All right, it is just before 7 o'clock now. I've got water in the planter. We haven't run through and tested it yet, but we're getting to that point. I did get that seed tender brought up in here so that it can charge the battery. Phil's here. He's getting stuff around. We're going to let him get ready to go do beans. Dad just took off with the disc to finish the field that he was in yesterday. He got like 100 to 140 done. I'm going to run home for a little bit here, half hour or so, get my kids up out of bed, off to school, and we'll come back. We'll pressure test our planter liquid system. I think we're ready to put seed in it at that point. All right, well, after quite a struggle this morning. No, that's not what we want. What are you doing? The kids are off to school. We're back here. We're trying to get our planter unfolded. It wants to set down though. Why is it doing that? There, it stopped. Came back to this grassy area here. We're just back behind the farm a little bit. We're gonna run our fertilizer systems, get the antifreeze flushed out of the lines, make sure everything's working and not leaking. Oh boy, we got some problems. Some of our 2x2 nozzles are plugged. That row's good. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna need a wire or a pick or something. We got a whole bunch of plug nozzles. Not good, not good, not good. We are checking our in-furrow. They are working. It's taking a little while for them to bleed off. Or, yeah, get the air purged out is what I meant. That one's running. This one didn't quite make it. So we'll run through this a couple times, just gotta get the air out. I got the planter unfolded in front of the shop here, and we went through with a pick and a file and a little orifice file, I guess, and got all of the conceals opened up. So we're gonna turn back on and try it here and make sure, but I think I got that problem fixed. There was just a little bit of dirt packed in the end of some of those, and I don't know how or when or how it got there, because when we winterized it last summer, it wasn't there. We would have had antifreeze coming out of all of those, so I don't know, it's weird. Well, that one's spraying out crazy, but it's coming out, purging some air. There we go. Good, 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 good. I think we're in good shape. Excellent. All of them have 2 streams of liquid. That is the flow at 8 miles per hour, 15 gallons per acre. That's what it looks like coming out of those nozzles, and that's pretty normal. Uh-oh, what happened to that one? It was coming out. Let me get my poker. There we go. Doing another nozzle check on our in-furrow. Now we got some pressure. I got it primed up better, and all the rows seem to be working. So I think our fertilizer system is good. We need to drain the water out, and I think we're ready to hook stuff up, put seed in, and go. Tank is hooked up. I do believe it is time to load her up. Put some fertilizer in and some seed in, and then start the first day battles in the field. So that's the plan here. Good news and bad news on the seed side of stuff. Good news is the 2 fields that we are going to plant first get the same variety. The bad news is it's one of the boxes that I dropped and had to clean. Although I have another box of it. So I'm debating whether I put the dirty stuff in and deal with that frustration on day 1 as well, or do we forego that and use the clean seed up and delay that little frustration, which is, well, let's be honest, that's what we're going to do. So I need to get my spreadsheet that I distributed yesterday. I got the one for out here. It's just inside the door there. But we're going to load up our in-furrow first. That goes in that tank. All right, so the first field we're going to go to is the one where we finished up last night. There's two fields there. The big field, which is 64.7, the little field, which is 9.3. We need for our in-furrow 366 plus 47.5, so we're going to call that a little over 400 gallons. Since it is a straight product, or no blend, that makes this pretty easy. Oh, we got to make sure our valves are right. So we want this to go into the planter, so we're going to shut this valve. And we're going to open this valve. And I've already got those where I want them, so that it goes into the right tank there. And we are using our Season Pass Plus with microcarb from the Andersons. So that's what we're going to put in there. I'll make sure our water tank is closed, otherwise we'll suck in a bunch of water. And we got to open this valve. Everything else is closed, right? Yep. Open this one. Open this one. Now we can start pumping. Actually, it's going to gravity feed. It's a 600 gallon tank. We need 400. All right, so we got our in-furrow. Now we need our 2x2x2 starter. We need 400 gallons of that, 400 gallons of that, and a little bit less of that. I'll have to do the math, but like 325 gallons or something. Plus we need some out of there. How much do we need of that? I gotta do the math. 1 gallon per acre. Well, this stuff's gonna take a while to pump. Get 80 gallons here. We're almost there, but we're also almost full. I've been pumping the whole time, so I don't know. I was thinking about trying to hook up a 2-inch withdrawal, just suck it out of there with this pump, since we need so much, but I don't know. We'll see how we do. Seed. Let's put in some seed. So I've got 2 boxes on there. One of them is the partial box that got spilled, but it's got what was left that didn't actually ever come out of the box in there. We're going to use that one up first. and then use the rest out of the other new box and save the clean stuff for later. Probably too close, but we'll try that. Corn seed going in. Oh, there's the end of that first box. Okay, so that's what we had. That's what we didn't spill. This variety was the one that was the worst. So this tender has an automatic scale on it. I told it how much seed I wanted in there, and it will automatically shut it off. So you can see it counting down there. Maybe you can't, but it's counting down. That's how much we need yet. 160, 150 pounds. We needed 850 in each box. Okay, we are rolling out with a planter. Phil is, did I tell you what he's got going on this morning? He had another hydraulic oil leak, some seals on that block that we were working on yesterday. I think I loosened a valve that was under pressure and it blew a seal and I didn't catch it. Yeah. Anyway, he's getting that fixed. He went and got some seals and stuff. He also got the AC compressor for that big tractor. So when Jack gets up here in a little bit, he can get that fixed. Brock is around, going to help Phil get moved to the field where he needs to go. Phil should be planting soon. He should still get that 140 done today. And we are on our way to a field. It is about 11 o'clock. We're doing okay. We are doing okay. I have made a mistake that I was debating how to fix, but it's not the end of the world. So I left a valve open between the planter and the nurse tank, and it happened to be the valve that isolates the pop-up from the 2x2 fertilizer. So they blended together a little bit. Not all of it, but enough of it that we aren't going to have enough pop-up left. Here's the thing though, our pop-up rates are low enough that we could use my 2x2 starter in furrow and it won't hurt anything. It's not enough salt in that to matter. Especially by the time we blended some other stuff into it. So what we're going to do is plan out what we've got left in the planter tank, and then we're just going to pump some of the 2x2 stuff up, and we're going to put the same product in all 3 spots, both sides of the row and in furrow, and it'll be fine for this field. I don't want to do that again. But if that's the biggest mistake or problem that we have today, we're having a real good day. Just after 11 o'clock, and we're pulling into the field and getting her unfolded. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was hoping 11 o'clock, and we're 10 minutes after, so we're pretty much on schedule for where I want to be today. It is, what, 6 hours after I started this morning? Not quite, 5.5. But that's okay. We got everything ready. So we've got to get seed into all the row units, purge the meters. We're not quite ready to plant yet, but we're getting close. And we're gonna start in the corner over there away from the road. All right, I think we have some seed in the ground. I'm not sure we've got our fertilizer going on the ground, but that's okay. We've made it 150 feet there. I have 2 rows in my sight gauges here that aren't black. Our fertilizer is very black, and that means those 2 aren't getting it. I couldn't get it purged through there. I was going to try and run and see if it works its way through. But the first priority is getting the seed in the ground and doing that right. So we're going to stop and dig here for a minute and make sure that our depth looks good and that everything is in the ground, you know, where we want it. Well, that's about as good as it gets right there. Firmly planted in the bottom of a trench, approximately 2 inches deep. Extremely happy with that. There's another one. Oh yeah. Okay. Row number, whatever that one is good. 23 more to check. We have seed in every row, all at approximately the proper depth. Very little variation between them. There was, however, a very distinct difference on 8 of the rows. I can't really tell you why. So you guys may remember I've got some experimental parts on here from John Deere that they won't let me talk about. But I've got 2 different products, 8 rows of one, 8 rows of another, and 8 rows of our control or our standard, what we were doing last year. And I wasn't paying attention to what row I was checking, but when I crossed over from the one product into the control, there was a very noticeable difference. We'll see how they hold up. We'll check stuff at speed. You know, this is a very small sample size, but yeah, that seems good. So, okay, I am confident enough we're putting seed in the ground that we can finish this pass, see if we can get our fertilizer dialed in. Does that tell you how it's going? We had some fertilizer rows that were plugging up. I still couldn't get them to work, and so I took one of the nozzles off, and there was back pressure, and it sprayed everywhere and soaked my shirt and my head and everything. And it was a good thing I filled my water tank up before I came to the field, because I was able to wash myself and my shirt off, but now it's soaked. And I don't have the right tools to unplug these. It's this. Can you see in there? Those holes are plugged up. Some gunk that must have been in the lines, and I flushed everything and had it working, but must not have run it long enough, because yeah, as soon as we got stuff moving, a couple of them plugged up tight. It was that one, and it was straight down. I should have turned it a little, one click, and then it wouldn't have done that, but now we got fertilizer all over our planter too, and me. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, we've been here an hour, and we planted about 3 acres with no fertilizer on it. That's okay. We're making progress. The seed side of it is working. The pop-up is working. The in-furrow. I shouldn't say we didn't get fertilizer on. We got the in-furrow fertilizer on. It's just my 2x2 that we're having some issues with. So, and most of the rows work. There was 2 rows here that weren't getting anything because both of these were plugged up. And then there was another one. Oh, no. 1 row somewhere. Where did I take this from? Over here. This row. And then those 2 there weren't working because it was plugged at the orifice that's inside there. So there's a orifice in here that, yeah. If the stuff makes it through that, then it gets to these. Somehow it made it through that. Or I think what it actually is some of last year's fertilizer that dried in the lines. Maybe. That's what my thinking is, and that it was coating the inside of the lines, and now it's breaking loose and it's plugging up the filters, or this. Had Dad come and pick me up. We got our stuff cleaned out, this one at least. I grabbed a couple of jugs of water. We can rinse some stuff off, and some tools to pick out whatever else we need, and the gasket that we need. Should be good. We're not. I'm sure we're not done with problems, but I know we can fix the ones that I know of. Well, I'm shooting myself in the foot now. Dang it. I have lost a gasket, O-ring, double O-ring, whatever that thing is that goes in there. I think that's the one I took apart first, and I didn't realize it was there and that it fell out, and now I'm screwed. So I gotta try and find one. I found it. I drove out to where I took it apart just to see if there was a chance I could find it. I found it. Oh, I was just getting ready to give up and leave too. Maybe I can find my orifice that I lost. I got a replacement for that, but that blew up back there, not back here, not right here. And I've already looked there, so. Okay, well, this means we can keep planting. This means we can keep planting. Whew. Alright, well, we were moving, planting along this edge, and then all of a sudden the row started pushing. There used to be a fence row here. Pretty sure we got a fence post. Yeah, don't want to run that one over. But it's a good opportunity to dig some seed again, because we were up to speed a little bit better here, and well, we'll just double check stuff. We are still just getting started, making sure it's all working. Right there. Good depth. I'm happy with that. Well, the seed side of stuff is awesome for the most part. I mean, we're right on population, and it's going to vary. 99.5 singulation, that's really good. Down pressure it says 100%. Those are great numbers. I believe our in-furrow is working okay. My 2x2 shows me that it's going on. The question just becomes, is it going on even? Is all the rows getting what they're supposed to? The red ball flow gauges there are basically useless because it's so black you can't see the balls at all. So we're going to have to look into upgrading our 2x2 monitoring system in the future to something that gives us a better row by row understanding of our rates. Yeah. Well, as slow as a start as that was, just like that, we've got almost 30 acres done, and I think the acres add up fast. So everything seems to be working well. I did run out of starter in the pop-up tank, which we knew we would because I left that valve open earlier, so I pumped some from the back tank up into there. So we're putting the same product on both places now at this point, which is, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. I don't know if all of my 2x2 rows are working, or all the nozzles. I think every row is getting some, but some of them may be just on one side. We'll stop at some point here and run that test again and see if we can get some more unplugged, or if we have any plugged ones, I guess. I got a call from one of the techs at the John Deere dealer. They are working on a planter that's basically a twin to ours with a PUC, Performance Upgrade Kit, exact rate fertilizer system on it, which is what this planter has. And they were having some trouble, so he wanted to come and look at mine. So he's on his way to the field here to take a look at it, and I figured while he's doing that, it'd be a good time for me to check my fertilizer stuff. We've cranked the speed up a little bit. We're running 9 miles an hour. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome watching this planter work. Doing 99.4, 99 plus singulation. All right. As soon as I start talking about it, it drops. There, it's back up. 99.6. That's just incredible that we can maintain that kind of quality on our seed placement at this kind of speed. Okay, updates. We're almost done here. My, I guess I got 175 gallons in there yet. My in-furrow tank was getting a little low again. I'm going to pump a little more from the back tank up into it. Update on the experimental stuff. I can't tell you any. I shouldn't even tell you this. Probably. We'll see if John Deere yells at me tomorrow or not. But one of the products seems to be working really well. The other one is already basically grenaded, bent to the point not usable. So we locked them up to where they're not doing anything, and they're out of the way. Come on. And we're going to keep going. Last pass here. Fun fact about this field. We're right outside of our town, Waldron. And we have a big Labor Day festival every year in Waldron, or yeah, they do. When I was in FFA, my dad was president of our FFA alumni because of, well, me. We decided to do a little fundraiser here, and we had a corn maze in the corner of this field right here. Up to that house lot, we did 6 or 7 acres corn maze. We planted it both directions at a kind of a reduced population so that there was a grid pattern out there, and I cut the maze and did all the design work and everything. We sketched it out on graph paper. We came out and then we had a grid because of the, same matched up to the graphs on the paper. And this was pre-Roundup corn, so we actually just kind of used some stakes and string and mapped it out and used Roundup to spray the corn and kill it off where we didn't want it. This was long before GPS shutoffs and all the fancy stuff that they do now, so yeah, it was cool. Did it for 2 years, 2004 and 5. All right, now over here on this side of the planter, I've got like 2 rows planting. Do I keep planting them all the way to the end, or do we just leave a 60-inch gap? Apparently we're going to leave them planting all the way to the end. Now we're going to jump across the road, ditch the bridge on the road here, and do that little 9-acre piece over there, and then we go back and load up for the next field. Somebody's calling me. Does not take long to plant 9 acres, even odd-shaped 9 acres, like that shaped. Pretty well got her. Okay, well that was a bit of a struggle, but it's the first field farm, and we're done. It's like 80 acres planted. Our fertilizer, I think, came out fairly close. There's not much left back there. We should be good. Now, we're gonna go back to the farm. We're gonna get reloaded, but I think we're gonna try and flush some water through first. Just make sure everything is cleaned out real good. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But we're gonna go do the next 35 acres. We do have a plot over there. I would like things to be working as good as possible. That's why you don't start with plots, because you want them to work and to be perfect. And they're, yeah. So anyway, we got stuff cleaned out. Easy fold. It's pretty awesome. I just have to push the button or hold the button or whatever. It just does it all by itself. It's fantastic. But now I'm holding my phone weird and I can't push the button because I gotta hold this other one over here. So you're just gonna have to watch it fold up all by itself. Oh, you know what we should talk about? I got a new shirt design. It's not available yet. This is pre-launch and we're still tweaking, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Can you see it? What do you think of my new shirt design? If you can't read that, it says the best RX doesn't come from a doctor. I think it's clever, and I'm pretty excited about this. I think they're awesome shirts. So Farm Focus is working on these for me. Thank you, Farm Focus. And they will be available soon. I don't know exactly when, but soon. So let me know what you guys think of the design, any tweaks that you would like to see on it, and whether or not that's something that you guys would buy. It's not branded Borderview Farms anywhere, but it's a sweet shirt. Our air conditioner just about works. Okay, so I spent probably an hour and a half going through those check valve splitters and picking stuff out and cleaning them and just making sure we got our plugs taken care of. I think we're good. I picked a bunch of crap out of stuff, even rows that were working we picked stuff out of, so we're getting loaded up to go to the next field. I had some time because Dad hadn't even gone to the next field with the field cultivator yet when I started here. He's going there now because we got the air conditioning fixed in that tractor. But like I have 35 acres that I could do before he gets done with that field, so I'm way ahead of him, or I'm not way ahead of him, but I had time is what I'm saying. But now we should be able to get this loaded up. By the time we get done over there, especially screwing around with the varieties and the plots and stuff, we should be able to keep rolling tonight. Jack helped me get my truck moved to the next field and picked up from the other one. We pulled into the seed warehouse here because part of this plot is specific seed for it. So, oh yeah, there's our deliveries from today. Over here on my pile of plot seed, I have 6 bags of corn that are specifically for this trial, and we need to take them with us. Right there, 03U and 05U. Look, we picked up a rider too. What's up, dude? All right, we got our bags of seed there. So the plan here is to plant until we run out of seed. But we're gonna skip however many passes I think we can do with 6 bags. To do some math on how many acres that is. We'll probably plant like a round on the one end and then skip ways and start planting from the other side and see where we meet in the middle. I'm afraid I'm going to run just a little bit short even with those 6 bags, but we'll see. All right, well, we are off and planting. We got the ends done, and we're making our second pass off of this side. I think we're going to skip over now. We'll do our high management plot here. The field drops off on the far side, and then you get more soil variation and stuff. It's fairly consistent and even over here. I mean, it rolls and stuff, but it rolls the whole length of the field, so everything gets a little bit of that. Yeah, our fertilizer seems to be working good. I tested everything when we pulled into the field, and all rows were putting out equal amounts of fertilizer, and that's fantastic. So I don't think we'll have any more issues, but we'll check it again periodically just to make sure none of those are plugged back up. I really think there was some stuff stuck to the inside of the lines that dried out over the winter and summer last year. and it kind of flaked off when we started running stuff through it, and I didn't run enough water through it to get it to do it. So that's why everything checked out okay to start with, and then once we put fertilizer in it, it no longer was good. So anyway, there is some showers building to the west. Looks like we're in the clear for a while. We should get this field done, but I don't know if we'll be able to do any more than that or not. I hope so. I don't know. It should take us about an hour to finish this, so it's not like we're going to be here very long. Well, my monitor says row 5 is not planting near its target rate, which means low population. Let's figure out why. See if 1, there's seed in the meter, or 2, there's some foreign object in the meter. Let's see what we got. We got seed, so that's good. To open this cover and look in all the holes. Everything looks okay. I don't know. Well, further investigation, we do have a problem here. Look at all them seeds jammed in there. Why is that? Something's wrong with our brush belt. We'll pull it out and take it open and look. Maybe we got something caught in the bottom of it. Nothing obvious there. However, that's a problem. What is going on? Why is all that seed building up? Something's not right. I know what it is. That tab's supposed to be underneath there, and it's got an edge. It's catching on it. How did we not catch that earlier, though? Planted 80 acres and it didn't do it. It just did it now. So it should be like that. That'll fix it. Well, that fixed it.
What did you do?
And our singulation is back to... Gosh dang, that's good. That's skips and doubles. It's the top bars. That's really good. Really good.
How come you're not in?
See you later, dude. Be good for Mom.
Bye.
Bye. He's got to go home. We're as close as we're going to get to home. Right there. He can walk. So he's going to do that. And we're going to finish this field up. Alright. We've got almost 21 acres done. There's about 15 left. 6 bags of seed should plant 15 acres. But we're not empty yet. Now we have been getting a low tank 1 seed bin low warning for the last couple passes here. So there's not a lot of seed left in there, but we're gonna get out and look. I might run and grab some bags and empty those seed tanks out, and we'll just do our plot now, because 6 bags that I have should plant about 15 acres, and that would be perfect, because I basically have, that's my first pass, and then I have all of it until the last 2 on the other end of the field. Let's see, can we see a map? Can we see a map? Here's a map. Show me a map. Right there. See, we've got the blue done. Let's make that not blue. There. So, we should be able to fill that area in for our plot, but we got to get the seed out of the planter. Well, bin 1's not too bad, but we got a bunch in bin 2 yet. Crap. Too much seed. Alright. I'm going to go grab some empty bags. We're going to take it out, put these in. We'll leave a few on there in case we run short, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Dang it. Oh well. Whew. Alright. That was a bit of a struggle to get that out of there. It's a lot easier to open them clean-out doors on the bottom when it's folded up. I didn't realize that until I was like, alright, well, we're doing it this way, and I should have still done it. Yeah, anyway. We got most of it out of there. It's not perfect. It's good enough for our trial, so we're going to dump the 03 in on the left, 05 on the right. Yeah, I'm not very good at showing what I'm doing, but we emptied those hoppers out. There was 4 bags in there, 3 on one side and 1 on the other ish. And then we put our 3 bags of each variety on each side. And now we are going to finish planting this. Yeah. I changed our population, so this is going to be the standard practice side of the plot. and we're planning a straight population of 32,000 here. And then we're gonna do, I'm thinking 3 passes. Let's see how many passes do we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we'll do 4 passes. And then we're gonna up the population to 36,000 to do the rest of it over there. We may run out of seed before we get that last one, but that should give us 4 passes of each. That first one there is going to be a little bit mixed because the seed was in the mini hoppers, but they wouldn't have even planted all the way across the field. So this pass that we're doing now will kind of be the first true one in the plot, and from there on, then. So essentially what we're going to have here is alternating hybrids, 24 rows of each, with a split in the middle of that where we go from high management to standard practices. And the only things that we're doing different here are, 1, the population, and I have turned off the in-furrow fertilizer for the standard practice one. We'll turn it back on for the high management. So we should get about 7 acres of each hybrid. So this is my 4th pass. It'll be a little over 3, or right around 3. Yeah, that'll work out. So we'll up the population after this one. You can see our strips there, the different colors of the different hybrids, and we can, let's throw population into this map. How do I change that one? How do I change that one? No, somehow. Oh, population. There. Go back to dual. So you can see the higher colored because we're planting a little thicker. When we change it again here, it'll get even better. These are not singulating quite as well. It takes a little time to dial stuff in. We don't have enough time to do it because we aren't planting enough of it. Like that. So now we're dark green there, but we got the same variety pattern. I stacked a couple of rocks right between the planter passes there so I can come back and put a flag in to know where my split is. Uh-oh. Pass and a half left, less than a round. We gonna make it? I should have threw one of those bags of stuff that I took out on the planter. I did not do that. Oh well. I think we're gonna make it. Of course, we're gonna end up on the wrong side of the field, but that is standard operating procedure around here. Awesome, awesome. Okay, good deal. I would like to do more tonight. There is some rain in the area, but getting this one done is a huge relief to me. So we're over 100 acres planted today of corn, plus Phil's gotten close to 140 of beans done. Like, we're having a good day, even though it's got a little slow start. So we made it. There's a little bit left in those in the seed in there. It's not enough to worry about. Whatever we're planting in the next field, we're just going to throw it in on top and go. I'm guessing we've got full season stuff going to the next field. Doesn't matter. So one thing to note, the 03U and 05U that we just finished planting, those are both the new series, new hybrids for 2025, right? So we could not sell those this year. Barely got any seed to plant of them this year. Mostly it's just in the plots. In fact, I'm fairly confident I am the only person in the state of Ohio that got more than plot seed, than the 25,000 kernel plot bag for this trial. And it's specifically because I do this trial for them. I am the farthest north in Ohio. It makes sense that the early corn comes to me. Like, that makes sense. But the talk on this one is really good. Like, it is being made out to be huge increase in yield and just overall performance over what we currently have in our lineup. So we'll see. Hopefully it's everything it's being made out to be, but it's the first look we've had at it, and I'm grateful to have more than just in my plot. But anybody is welcome. Anybody from the seed company or associated people is welcome to come and check it out this summer. It's not an open invitation to show up on my farm. But yeah, we're gonna see what it does. Boy, I'm hesitating to load the planter up with that rain coming. By the time I get it loaded up, it's either going to be pouring or it's going to be past us. And it's 8:30 at night. I've seen lightning in two different directions. Like, I don't know. We're going to park her for now. Dad's going to take me over to get my truck. I'm not going to do it. Not going to push my luck tonight. There's lightning in 3 directions now. We've got it to the southeast, the southwest, and the north. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow, if we happen to miss this. It's possible. So I'm going to get some doors shut up. I emptied the bags that I took out of the planter back into the box that they came out of. That's good, clean seeds. So we'll use it. I'm going to get some doors shut. We're going to go see Phil. Figure out how he's doing. And hope it doesn't rain. And go home and take a shower and get all this fertilizer out of my hair from this morning. Phil's down to about 10 acres left to plant. The truck is sitting there. Oh, that's not his truck. That's the old truck. Okay. Yeah, well, it can sit there. If I had a way to get that truck back, I would get it back for him, but I don't. So hopefully he gets that done. There is a pretty what's the right word here? Pretty intense lightning show happening every now and then. We've got some serious lightning strikes. Most of it to the west. That's not going to affect us. It's the stuff that's that way that might, and we'll see. It's possible this slides around us. It's also possible that we get absolutely hammered here tonight. So law of averages says that everybody else around us has gotten their 2 inches of rain. We probably are going to get ours too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the morning, but I'm going home. Raindrops, just like that. Not quite as productive of a day as I was hoping to have, but we still did pretty good. For a first day of planting, to get over 100 acres, I think 107 or 8 it said total, done of corn, plus he's going to get 130 to 140 of beans done. That's pretty good first days. Second day of beans, I guess. So we'll see what happens tonight and hopefully go again tomorrow, but otherwise we'll wait on the rain. At least it's not 2019 where we don't do anything until June. That's beyond us. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to don't forget to give me some feedback on the shirts. Tell me what you think. They're not available to order yet. Coming soon to farmfocus.com/Borderview Farms. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me. Better planting days ahead. Hopefully.